farmer, friend, singer-songwriter, Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer, friend, and jack of all trades, Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebud guys. Alright, so, I know we've said it 100 times, wasn't really planning on recording, yet here we are. So, we did remember to get the lights on though, so I guess that's the thing. Alright, so I was in Little Rock again last night and stopped by my favorite distillery down there. It's definitely the only distillery down there, but it still gets to keep the title for now. Rocktown, and where we met my friend Jade from last time I was down there, who remembered us. And Jade, you did awesome again. If you guys ever go down there, you gotta check her out.
This is our third bottle of Rocktown.
Yeah, so this is also the second distillery's made a three-peat appearance on this show.
Yeah.
The other one being Sonoma. So I was actually going to get another bottle of barley whiskey, because this one's getting a bit low. And I found this one before I left. And I took a little quick drink of it, and I really liked it, but I was a few drinks in when I had it. So I was telling Lyle about it a while ago, and he's like, well, let's try it real fast. I said, oh, we got to do it on the show. So he's like, well, let's shoot an episode.
Turn the camera on.
So that's what we're doing. We just want to try it again. You're going along with us.
But before we get there, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, hit the little alarm button on YouTube, subscribe, Twitter, Snapchat, all that fun stuff. And the big one is Patreon. If you guys get on Patreon, it's $4 a month is our lowest level. It's like buying us a beer once a month, and it helps us out tremendously to keep doing crazy stuff like this.
And we the stickers and coasters and all the little Patreon stuff they're ordered, and we'll be shipping them out soon for those of you that have subbed. Thank you, and you should be getting your stuff soon enough.
Yes.
So
okay, get to pouring, because here's the kicker with Rocktown and me. I keep going back to it because you keep bringing it. And
here's the other thing.
I did not like the first one, which was a hickory smoked something, right?
Yeah, it's a hickory. It's not my favorite either. It makes a good mixer, which is why I bought it, but it's not a great drinker.
They're Arkansas barley. I was still not my favorite, but I have found myself at times craving that profile.
So it's weird. This one's got kind of an interesting nose on it out of the bottle, but man, when I got a little splash on my hands.
We're working with the chocolate malt. This sits at 46% ABV and about $45 a bottle.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Let me just put this out right up front. I think it's about $10 a bottle more than I really want to pay for it. But I really like them. I like what they do. I like their whiskey. And when in Rome, Little Rock.
I think I'd like to pay $10 for Don Julio 1942.
So, here's the thing. I want to tell you about this before you drink it.
Okay, all right.
All right, so chocolate malt. This is not a chocolate-infused peanut butter whiskey.
So it's not screwball, yeah.
No, this is a chocolate malt, meaning chocolate malt in the same way like you get a stout or a porter, where it has that chocolate notes to it because they use the dark grains. Same principle with this. So the chocolate is more of a style, not a flavor. You're really going to... What I pulled out of it last night was more of a coffee-esque note.
Yeah.
So...
It has a terrific nose on it.
It didn't have the bottle, but now that I sit here and let it open, and honestly, it smells like chocolate.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah. Especially if you pull it away a little bit. You get too close to it, the alcohol overwhelms a bit.
Chocolate, like a dark chocolate, there's maybe a hint of cherry in the background.
Also says it has malted barley in it.
Man, yeah, nice fruity, chocolatey nose. Ooh.
Burns a little more than I remember, but this is my first whiskey of today.
Huh. This...
Alright, I want you to do this one.
Okay, so if you haven't seen our other Rocktown videos, go back. Yeah, over here somewhere. There's two of them. The first one, I just really flat didn't like it. And I tried so hard to not just like crap all over it. But
it makes great mixed drinks.
I still don't like it very much.
It's not the best sipper.
Crisco's. It's a super cool place. You got to go down there.
You do.
And
I'm gonna tell you all that again here in a minute.
And here's another bottle. So he brings up this Arkansas barley. Now this one I like a little bit better, and I can see places for it, and I found myself craving it. This one,
we've had this one twice as long as we had this one, and you see the difference in the levels. So
this new one, holy shit, it's good.
It's good.
Flat good. No, like, bar none, no disclaimers needed. No, it's a cool place. The people are great. This is just a good whiskey.
I went down for another bottle of this to find out they had a single barrel version of this. I actually didn't like it as much. It was fine. It still had the barley flavor, but it was very hot. Very alcohol, very boomy, cask strength. You actually would probably like it better compared to this one.
Yeah.
I didn't as much because it takes away the smoothness.
Oh.
But when I had this one, I was like, this is pretty freaking good.
This is
and
delicious.
I actually think Lyle's going to like this. And my weakness, it's unique.
Yes, it is.
I don't think you'll mistake this for anything else up here.
You know the only thing that this reminds me of,
Okay.
and we never agreed on this,
Okay.
but it reminds me, and doesn't have quite or this has a little more punch to it, obviously, because it's a whiskey. It's not a bourbon, right? Just a whiskey.
It says bourbon.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not 100% sure they always come to the bourbon thing, but...
So, the McClellan, the rare cask McClellan, like $500 a bottle, $600 a bottle?
like it. A bunch.
It had this immense chocolate milk nose and taste to it, and that's the only thing that I can relate it to.
I got light whiffs of that, but I never could pull that out the way you did on the chocolate notes on that. You and Colby both.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I really like this bourbon.
Yay, tickled to death. It also is probably my favorite of the three as well, and I really like this one. Mm-hmm. So, now, that being said, if you guys get a chance to go to Rocktown, I've said it over and over, it is a neat place. Please go down there and try them out. They have the most fantastic waitstaff. Again, I'll give a shout out to Jade. She's been there the last 2 times I've went. She's been phenomenal and really, really knows her stuff, which is what makes me want to go back over and over again when you have a place that knows what they're talking about. And they know more than just their stuff.
Yeah. So I've heard stories about their
I really want to take you down
liquor acumen.
I've taken almost everybody I know down there. I've did the tour 4 times.
Yeah. Well, now I really want to go. So
they have a lot of different ones there. I mean, I'm just guessing there's probably, just in their whiskeys alone, not counting their vodkas, but they've got a ton of flavored vodkas, a ton of flavored gins, moonshines, all that stuff there as well. But just in their whiskeys like this alone, I'd say, counting their age statement stuff, there's probably a dozen different kinds.
Okay.
So they have a lot. They're probably going to find something you do really like. They're not the cheapest in the world. I think this one is the cheapest, and I want to say it was like 35, and all the rest of them is about 45, and their age statement stuff gets in there between that $50, $60 mark. So
I think that's a fair price for that bottle. I'm like you. I would be really happy at $5 or $10 cheaper, but 45 is fair for this. I actually like it, so that makes it fair.
I do like this one quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm so glad that today it tastes as good as it did last night when I tried it. Because sometimes you're like in the moment, you're like, God, that's amazing. I want that. And you get up the next morning and go, why did I buy this hickory?
That's always the test, right?
It is a test.
All right, well, until next time.
Whether it be the chocolate you're brewing,
the food you're eating,
clothes you're wearing,
or the people you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new.
We missed.